Hello lovelies, and welcome to the next video that I have created using my Scrapbook Fantasies creative team audition kit. That's a mouthful, but I wanted to get it right. So I've taken out some of the papers with more of a bookish theme, and I have this picture of my books. My lovely almost 3-year-old has a rather bad habit of eating my books. Yeah, she likes to chew the corners of the books. She's got a serious case of pica, that kid. So my scrapbook album is all about documenting the memories, and I really want to remember this when she's the boy's age, 12, 13, 16, and show her that she used to eat my books. So you can actually see the books she can reach, because they're all the ones that are destroyed. Not destroyed, but nibbled on. And so when they're all back on the shelf correctly, you can just see the little bite marks. So I took a photo of this, and I thought I would document this with some bits and pieces from this collection. So I've started with the, I don't have it all written down. I have to, I'll make sure it's in the description below. But I'll also link it to the Facebook page where I will tell you what products I have used. So I am using the Magical Memories collection, same as the last one, but I just don't remember what papers I have. I didn't write it down, sorry. But I am using the book background paper as my main paper, and then I have ripped this really nice blue pink ombre one with a scripty font over it, and I really liked this. I love the contrast between the more vintage book and then the pop of purple. And because I have made my photo black and white, I can use pretty much any colors I want to go with this. Obviously all my books had mismatched covers and whatnot, so it was just a better option to turn it black and white. Mostly so you can focus the part on the photo that I wanted you to see. I wanted you to see all the nibbled book pages, not necessarily the covers. And book covers can be quite bright and distracting, so with a photo full of book covers, it would have gotten very lost on the page or just stood out too much, and it would have clashed. And yeah, so I figured making it black and white was the best option to really focus on those little chewed edges. So because I wanted to add some texture, I've gone and gotten some cheesecloth. Gauze does the same thing, and I've just ripped it a bit, and then I'm going to put it behind my photo. This does go through a few different changes as I go through the layout. I'm using just my favorite wet glue to adhere my photo down straight on top of that cheesecloth. Normally I use staples, but I just feel it wouldn't work with this photo and this layout that I was going with. So I'm using just my glue, and I'm using that to smush down on top of the cheesecloth to hold it down. Now, as the cheesecloth shape bugs me here and then, I'm going to just tuck bits of it in and use a bit more wet glue just until I'm happy with it throughout the layout. You will see it change a couple of times. Now, these are the embellishments that I picked out from my kit there was a whole bunch of different things sent through the kit. Also, you saw my last video that I fussy cut a lot. These are the elements that I've decided to use for this, which was quite fitting. There's beautiful books here and there. And so I'm making a little cluster on the bottom right corner. And yeah, I'm going to use some foam to pop up bits of it. I do like to make sure there's a varying degree of dimension on my layout. Some popped up a little bit, some stuck down. It just really adds interest, and so everything doesn't look 2D. So I'm adhering down these books, tucking this one underneath. Now I struggled a fair bit with this top left corner. You will see towards the end, all of a sudden it changes. I was sitting at my desk and it was bugging me so much, and I just started fiddling with it before I realized I wasn't recording anymore. Well, I wasn't recording because I was just sitting at my desk. So then I decided, I went back up and got my camera and started recording again. But you will notice I do fix that top purple piece. it took me 2 days to make this layout. I was so stuck. It's like I had scrapper's block. Is that a thing? But I got stuck. And it was this big chunk of purple up here. I felt like it needed another cluster in that top corner, but I just couldn't make it work. So in the end, I decided to actually shorten that piece of purple, and I think that really fixed the problem. I just end up ripping it to make it a bit smaller, and that really helped the problem I was having. You'll see in a minute here. It was bothering me. I couldn't make it work. But after I had done this and shortened it and made it and ripped it, it just worked better. My brain felt so much happier. I can't explain it, but it was just, yeah, so much better. Now I don't feel like it needs something in that top left corner anymore. I'm happy with just using the top piece just as a trim. So now I'm going through my alphas to check that I have enough for my title. I've got like 3 sets of these alphas. They were my absolute favorite back in the day, but they are pretty old now, so they do require extra gluing. But yeah, I'm just doing My Poor Books as my title, but I couldn't decide where I wanted it. Like I said, I was very indecisive with this layout. I struggled a bit to finally be satisfied with everything. But I audition it in a couple of places, but I finally decide on putting it up here. And I think by having that purple piece smaller now definitely really helped make this work. Again, not putting it here, I'm going, yeah. So I move it around a fair bit before I'm finally happy with where it goes. Once I am happy, I do use some wet adhesive, so glue, to stick this down. It's always a good idea to use extra adhesive with your thickers, no matter, how old they are, because after a while, they're going to stop sticking. These are my favorite, but they do tend to fall off if you don't glue them down. I didn't record all that, I did, but I just cut it out. You didn't need to see me, glue down each individual letter. Now, because I did struggle with this layout, it sat on my desk for a while, and in the photo at the end, you will notice that there's more added to the layout that I didn't record. I'm just adding my journaling now, but it needed something. And so you'll see that I've got bits of book paper just ripped up on my desk. I add some of that in a few areas just to add some more texture and just interest to the page, and it really did make the page come together. As you can see, there's my layers with my extra book paper on, and yeah, so that's it from me for this layout. Like I said, I did struggle with this one a bit. It took me a while to be happy with it, but I do love how it turned out in the end. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll be back real soon. Bye for now.